Oh yeah, no problem. Let's see if we can find something challenging. I'm running 10 psi in the tires right now. In the last 10 days, we've had 50 inches of snowfall. It's the first break we've actually had in the snow. Oh yeah, they don't plow that either, I forgot. Just to give you an idea, I don't even have the kickstand down. It's just staying there. This stuff is deep. Yeah. Oh. All right, this is going to be no bueno. Oops. Got some snowmobile tracks here. It's actually doing really good. That was the hill we climbed up. No problem. Kind of want to make it down to the river. Slippery. There's ice underneath the snow from where the ground wasn't froze and then froze over. Gotta be a little careful on the brakes. Well, this bike feels so much different since I stripped it down. It feels so much better. It feels light and nimble now. That rear rack battery, that thing kills the handling of this bike so much. It's so bad. Oh, the brakes don't like the cold. First time I ever heard them make noise. Want to stay out of the salt. Oh, in the slush. Oh, it is slippery. Where the cars have packed it, yeah. Gentle on the brakes. Oh, I did not dress warm enough for this. I didn't realize we had such a wind. Going back to the river, it's a seasonal road, but people drive down all the time, and I'm sure people have snowmobiled down it. As evident, the snowmobile track's headed towards it. Woo, a little squirmish there. Kind of hoping speed helps me stay upright on the slippery stuff. All right. Well, this isn't bad at all. Still a little slippery. Just from the ruts. Okay, I'm gonna have to slow it down a little bit. The chain's not happy. She's skipping like a big dog. I see now why people run studded tires in the winter. Traction leaves a little to be desired when it's slippery. Got another little rut there. I've had to dab quite a few times. Another rut. At least vehicle traffic and snowmobile traffic has helped to make this at least passable. Woo-hoo-hoo. This has proven to be quite the challenge. Trying to balance myself as my bike has a mind of its own. Only 4 or 5 more months of this, I don't know. This is not my favorite time of the year. To the point where we've actually been looking at relocating somewhere a little farther south. Hey, we're almost to the river. Here it is. It's beautiful here in the winter, though. There we go, look at that. Here's the other side. This is actually a spring-fed river. It stays 45 degrees year-round. Never freezes over. It's pretty neat. Water's crystal clear. The old wired stripped down. I really like that. I love the BMX look. I have a feeling it's just going to stay that way. A lot of the wind yesterday knocked a lot of the snow out of the trees. The trees were really covered in snow. Looked really neat, but still quite beautiful. All right, we made it to the river. I'm ready to head home. That was enough. We're gonna take it a little easier on the way home. see what it's like in power level 1. So it's putting 581 watts out. Use just a little throttle to help me up this hill. I ordered all the parts to do the 8-speed conversion of this bike, the micro shift setup with the trigger shifters. So I'll be doing that real soon. Yeah, we're doing like 900 to 1,000 watts right now. That seems pretty good. Even if I put it in the lowest gear, that's a disadvantage to a cadence sensor. The bike just runs off. So you just modulate it with your pedaling. Turn it on and off. Yeah, it's feeling a little bit better, going a little slower. It's hard to go slow on this bike though. When you got all that horsepower, you just want to go. But yeah, this is fun. The bike is so much quieter stripped down too. You don't hear stuff clanging off the fenders and that rear battery making noise. Although putting the Velcro straps on the rear battery kind of took care of that noise, but still, you shouldn't really have to do that. The second battery on this bike just feels like so much of an oversight. Just an overthought, I should say. No, that ain't right. The way they implemented the second battery on this just seemed like an afterthought. Like, yeah, we're just going to throw it on here. Just whatever. I honestly hate it. And now that I've seen a few of the balancers catching fire in one of the Facebook groups, yep, I ripped all that out. There's no more balancer on this bike. There's no more second battery. There's no nothing. I wanted a bike that was a dirt bike disguised as a bicycle, and now I feel like I have it. I have other bikes if I need racks and fenders and commuting work and things like that I can use it for. But I did order a little trailer for this guy. I ordered the I think it's Earth and Kin. I don't know, it's got the 20-inch fat tires and super nice trailer. And I think that comes here on Monday. Today's Saturday. I'm not like planning on using it right now for anything, but the Black Friday deal was pretty good, so I jumped on it. But that'll give me, when I want to take all my packages and stuff up to the post office, I can just throw them in the trailer now. Putting the totes on the back of the rack of this bike just made it handle even worse. This bike just isn't designed to carry any kind of weight without really hurting the handling. So, I bought the little trailer. I could just load up the trailer and away I go. It's going to be fun. I mean, yeah, I've got a nice F-150. I can just put all the stuff in there, but what fun is that? So much more fun being out on the bike. Especially for short errands. I mean, it's only 7 miles each way to go to the post office. That's easy to do on this bike. Boy, we made it back a lot easier than we made it in. Of course, going in is a lot uphill. This was pretty easy to ride, but just trying to stay out of the slush. They don't salt a whole lot here. They take and mix sand and salt together a little bit. So it's not too awful bad. I don't really want to get my stuff all salty. So I'm just trying to baby it along. Trying to stay out of the shit as much as I can. Like here, I'll ride over on the side. This is a pretty good hill, so I'm just gonna watch what I'm doing and use the throttle. In some ways, pedaling feels like I'm throwing my balance off a little bit. It's probably just in my head, but a little bit of stuff coming off the tire, but the battery blocks a lot of it. Did have a little bit just hit me in the face, but it is what it is. Lots of people up snowmobiling this weekend. We have more snow in the last 10 days than we did all of last year, I think, for last winter. Last winter was just such an anomaly. It was crazy. It feels like we're playing catch up really fast now. Well, that will do it, guys. Just a quick one, but I figured I'd bring you along just to play in the snow for a minute.